Right, welcome back. Let's get ourselves set up here. Time for another game, another day down the road. Is the microphone working? It is. The camera working? It is. Nice. Alright, we're coming off from a great result the previous game, which is supposed to give us some confidence, but I'll be honest, I feel like it increases the expectations a little bit. But yeah, nothing to do but keep going forward. We've got white, main repertoire d4 kind of stuff. Let's see what we get. We've been facing a lot of Slavs. C4 after knight f6. Grunfeld, okay. Oh no, this is the Marshal Defense, isn't it? I literally played this, I say offline, like not on stream, yesterday. Okay, so we're going to take. And then e4 is the move that feels the best. Queen takes is kind of bizarre. Now this looks a bit like a Scandinavian, doesn't it? So I can hit the queen. I can just defend my pawn. They're gonna double attack it. I have to defend it again. I think I just hit the queen up front, and we can get the center. So yeah, thank you very much. Taking with the queen is probably not losing, but it's definitely not best, because now we just kind of get the center, right? Although after e5, I guess we have to move, so maybe we play knight f3 first, because on e5 we can take it. We can even take it this way, whichever way. So yeah, so e4 or knight f3 would be what we're looking at here. If we play knight f3 and they play knight up, then I guess we are going to push, and after here we can play e4. Actually wait, after here can't we just tag them? Yeah, that's quite dangerous. Okay, so we're gonna go knight f3, I think is our move. Let's see what happens. Okay, interesting. So now we don't have e4 because the bishop's here. We can hit the bishop. We can hit that pawn as well though, which might be pretty good for us. How do they defend this pawn? Or do they defend this pawn? Do they jump their knight out? We can also just check here. Oh, then we don't have this, unfortunately. We can check and we have this though. Yeah, okay. I might actually just look at this, and this will look a little bit like a Slav defense kind of attacking ideas we have, where you play e4 to get your light square bishop out and hit. Yeah, I think so. What do you do after this? Here you hang it, and then after you can't play there yet. You can take, but then after we take, your bishop is under attack and your rook is hanging. If you take it, we take here with check. Alright, so I think I'm pretty happy with this. Just hitting that pawn directly. And this is definitely not a continuation that I've kind of studied or anything. This is kind of new to me, but I'm borrowing a bit from our aggressive Slav situations. But normally they've played, so this pawn is normally there, and then they can play the knight out. So queen over does defend. Now we have to decide. Now I think I go here actually, because that threatens this. And after you do this, I can hit you. But then this doesn't work much because you've got here, right? So that's kind of the... So maybe I just get this out first. This is probably the move that you're going to play. I've got this covered. I want to go here. I can also do this and then here. That might be pretty good as well. But maybe I want to just get my Dark square bishop out first. These are probably the moves for black. That dark square bishop isn't going anywhere I have to care about just yet. This knight is attacking this pawn. I can kick it. It can hit me. I can check. Oh, and then there's no queen defending there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to say this is bad for black, but it doesn't feel great. Let's just continue. This also gives us the option just to go here. Oh, okay, interesting. Don't you have a problem on this square though? If I go here now, I'm hitting there. None of your knights can defend it. If you go here, I can take with my knight. And I'm threatening this again. So here, what do? If you try and hit my... No, you can't. Hit my bishop this way. I could still get the check in first. You run away. Then I can go here, and after you take, I can... Oh, and then I can take here, and after you take here, I can kick you away, and then I'm hitting this pawn. Interesting. Interesting stuff. Otherwise I do this. And once you take, otherwise I just come up, take that. I don't actually want to trade these knights directly. So here you go for my bishop. I get a check in. This looks so dangerous though. Maybe I go here. Wow. Here. Check, you have to move. I can go here, which attacks all of these pieces, and if you take there, I can check, and then I can... Oh man, yeah. That just looks crushing. And this doesn't help because we do this and we have this square under attack, and if you take, we take back, and we still have this. We just have to watch for... This square is fine, this square is probably okay, these ones. But the queen's currently on a tough square, so it looks good for us. This knight can come out, but it doesn't really matter. None of these squares matter. This doesn't currently matter. We just have a clear like threat here, right? You can do this. But honestly, kind of the same thing. Take here, and then I take here, threatening this, where after you take, we're just going to pick up your queen. Yeah, okay, so this is here, check, here, threatening everything. And you're probably going to take, then I'm going to check you, and I'm going to take your... Yeah, I'm happy with this. We've already looked at this. And here, attacking everything, also this check. And anytime your king goes here, I check you and I take your queen. You can attack me. Oh, this might be a move actually in this situation. But then I get this in actually, and that's mate. That's not a move, never mind. If you come back, then I might do this again anyway. After you take, I take back. I also have this move. If you come back, Maybe I just do this then, actually, because then any knight jump hits your queen, and I've also got this square covered. So this doesn't work, this doesn't do anything. Oh, this actually just like walks into the same mate, actually. If this bishop's out of the way, actually this might be a good move too in that case, because if you take, it's mate. If you take here, we're going to check, you're going to take, we're going to check here, you have to run away, and then that's mate as well. The square bishop doesn't have a check, can't develop. Yeah, you take here, I think this is just good for us though. Check. You have to take my knight. Check. Nothing can get in the way in any way that matters, and your queen's hanging at the back. My queen is also hanging though, I just realized. So, depending on where you move your king, this might be a little bit tricky for me. Oh no, hang on, because if it's walking away, I take, and then I can still take there, so I'm safe enough, yeah. Alright, I also have this move to hit this knight. I can also push your knight away. Yeah, okay, this is looking okay. So here, 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 all of these moves basically, we're just going to take the queen. Doesn't actually matter which one. And then for instance, if you come and like hit us, oh, interesting, but that doesn't matter. You still don't have any new squares, so this is just giving us another piece. Same problems. Do I have a better way of getting you now that you're there? No, probably not, but I can just run out, and then I still have this to get away, so I'm okay. What's the situation now? I should always just count material, because I'm so bad at keeping check of it. Alright, so I'm down a bishop, but, you know, clearly very good. I can also run away, but I think it's just fine to take, and then take. And then I can go here. And you can check me, but I can go up. I'm like, you got nothing. You can check me again. I can go down. I'm just okay, and your king's just silly. Yeah, alternatively, I trade off, but that's terrible. What's the point of that? Yeah, I think this is the point. So you're down a queen. And our queen... Oh, our queen can come here as well. Which one's better? I like here because I can check your king. Here, yeah, it doesn't... Oh, here hits the bishop, but you can defend it. And I'm not really threatening anything. I think this is my move. Yeah, you're coming here. Up. You have to run away. If you check me again, I go down. Yeah, this is good for me. I'm happy. I'm looking at this check basically also there. Alright, so this is good for me here. You can check me again and I'll go here. And I'm kind of okay. The bishop's hanging. This check is coming in. I've also got this check. I can also sack my queen for 2 pieces now if I want to, if you defend it. If I check here, you have to go here or here. This is clearly nice. This is clearly nice. This also means that the knight, the knight's also hanging in this case, so that's pretty good for me. So you defend the bishop. Yeah, you defend the bishop, then I take the knight. That's still good for me, right? If I hit you here, where would you go? No, I don't think I have to. I can just go to here. You have to go here or here. Then I take your knight. Oh, actually, I can just disconnect your pieces and bring my light square bishop out very strong as well. Also hitting the rook in the corner. But the rook isn't really necessary right now. Okay, so I can do this and then I can do this, which seems really good. So here... Oh no, puts my queen in a bit of a... Well, not really. I can check you, and then I can just take the rook. Okay, everything's probably winning at this point, I guess. So here, check. Oh, I gotta be careful of this one. I should check here then, I guess, actually. Check and then take here. Alright. Yeah. Still your dark square bishop's not going anywhere. So now your rook's under attack, your knight's under attack, your bishop's under attack, your rook's under attack, and my light square bishop is out, which was kind of one of the main points here. If I check and you go back here, no you can't, you go here, this is mate, and here you can block with your rook. Always have a check if we need it. We also have a knight hanging if we need it. We also have this check. I think either way I might throw in this check first, because there's, you know, potential mates there, so... That's... Oh, okay, you're saving your rook, right? Okay, I still get this check though. Let's see. Here, what are your options? Back there and there. If you go there, I can check you this way, I guess. If I want to. I can also just take something. I also realized my bishop was covering that. If you go there, it's mate. So maybe I start with this, and then I just take the bishop. So also have this then. If you're there. Yeah, okay, so start with... Okay. Never mind. Alright. No rematch. As always, we're going to spend a bit of time analyzing. Although, happy to say this was by far an easier game than I expected today. So let's see. Let's see what we can see. Oh, hello Blue Wolf. Apologies, I'm not really watching the chat while we're playing. But happy to see you there. Thank you for saying hi. This game was a little bit faster than we expected. But won't complain, right? We got to see that some of the things we know to be true were true, even though the position isn't something we really know. So that was pretty good. Alright, so d4, knight f6, c4, e5. So this is the Marshal after takes and knight takes. Here knight takes, and then e4 is kind of begging to be played, but apparently knight f3 is slightly more accurate, although honestly I can never really tell why. I think it's because you immediately stop. Like here they have to jump their knight somewhere anyway, right? And you can still... I don't really know. I'm not so sure why it matters. Anyway, they took out the queen, which is already a little bit bizarre. It's a Scandinavian kind of structure. I expected them to go to a5, but after the knight jump they didn't. Now we just get our other knight out, stopping e5. Sorry, we're not going to do a... we're not going to do a rematch right now. So stopping e5, and now we're going to get in e4 easy. If we play e4 here, they get e5 in, which is still good for us, I guess. It's not bad, but it forces us to move. You know, it gives up the c5 square, or we have to give up the pawn and everything. So this just keeps more control in the position. Alright, but it does allow them to play their bishop out, although like we do against the against the Slav, I normally play the exchange of with the two knights out, sorry, the two knights out, and then if you play out your bishop like this, then I can play my queen here, which is basically what we did here as well. Pressure on this pawn, and if you decide to move this pawn up ever, we might take and have some plans that direction as well. Queen over. I wonder if this was a move. We take, then you take again. Oh no, no, we looked at this, because if you take with your queen, we take here, and then you have to bring your queen back because nothing else can defend, so we just, I don't know, like trade it off and won a rook, so that's pretty good. Alright, so yeah, queen over. I'm pretty sure something like this is probably best, but it's not a great position for black. Alright, so yeah, so it's the same plan as with against that exchange Slav. We don't actually have a direct attack, we just way better. So here, and I think in this position, probably e6 is good. It stops my queen against the dark square bishop out. Yeah, I don't think this move was especially good. This knight doesn't have anything great, anywhere great to go, and you're not addressing the fact that I can now hit that with my minor pieces, and I already calculated this whole story. You're going to lose your queen. You also lose a rook for nothing. You could have just moved your king over and lost your queen anyway, and then still had your rook, but yeah, you didn't. So yeah, I thought one of these was slightly better. But anyway, so thank you for the rook as well. Here, yeah, I was wondering if we should just move out, and then we're better anyway, right? But taking the queen is definitely best, and this check doesn't matter because we can get out, because your dark square bishop isn't there. Even if it was, your king is covering it. So we saw this. Didn't specifically see this move. I thought they might run back with it, or even develop the pawn to get the bishop out. But anyway, yeah, this just great. Just everything is under attack like this, and after this, everything is under attack like this. So yeah, this felt really good. Getting this again, similar to that Slav attacking line. We just want to, even if we sack the pawn, we just want to get our light square bishop out with speed. And even though you took a pawn, it actually didn't change anything. Okay, they did resign here, but we were just gonna check you anyway. If you go here, it's basically mate. Oh wait, you can still block us once. I guess it's not mate. Whoops. Shit, would I have seen that actually? I think I might have accidentally just played that without realizing. Here, here. Yeah, I think I might have accidentally like semi-hung or well, not hang. I guess I could have just moved it back like here or something. But I don't think I saw that actually. Ooh. Alright, but anyway, let's all have a look. Let's see if anyone plays this way. Our opponent, 1945. 1945, I would expect a slightly different way of playing, but anyway. So this is the Marshal Defense. Yeah, CX, definitely best. This is not great for black, as far as I understand it. Knight X is the main move. Queen X, a sideline, even worse. Okay, so Queen X, Knight C. Queen A is what I expected. Queen d5, d8 happened, and knight f3 here is better apparently than e4. If you play e4, they play e4. Yeah, here e5. That's kind of the point. So you just play this first, and yeah, bishop out not good. This looks a bit like that incorrect Slav line, also like the Baltic defense. It's just not great. If white can play Queen b3, you just always have problems. I also play the reverse London sometimes. You like get like this pawn structure, and you have this bishop kind of going that way, and in this pawn structure as well, if you're not careful, you play the bishop out too early, white just gets some really annoying pressure on your queen side. I think one of my tournament games in Kyoto last year was like that, and I actually was way worse, but then my opponent traded down to the incorrect endgame and I won that, thankfully. But I was definitely worse because of this exact kind of move. Alright, so no one does this at the master level. Top lead chess. Does anyone do this? Bishop f. Oh, bishop f5 is like the second move. Alright. Queen b3 though, 74% wins for white. b6, queen c8, e6. e6. Wow, interesting. e6 best here. I guess you take the pawn. Apparently you don't take the pawn for best play, bishop g5 best, but if you take the pawn, then what? Knight bd, e3 or knight b5. Knight b5 is very tempting. Just hammering on this square. b6. Yeah, I would just take it. Thank you very much. Bishop f4. I don't know which one I would play. How's this for engine line? Oh, not better at all. Okay, let's see. After you play e6, e4 is crushing. Okay, e4. If you take it, then we take, and it's a double attack. Very nice. Okay, and it's still hanging, and we can get out this way. If you take with the bishop, okay, we just take. Okay, so this is something to keep in mind for next time. Yeah, but just this is not good, I'm sure. Knight e5 directly is apparently very good because you immediately threaten that. Knight e5 directly makes e6 happen though, yeah. And then f3, e4 is a plan, bishop g5 is a plan, bishop f4, g3, okay, yeah. All of these, I played bishop f, and I did expect some pawn move. Yeah, this just doesn't look good. E4 directly was good here. I mean, this also just didn't look like it was going to work. I was going to do this. Oh, that's not good. When you block it with your knight. If you take this way, I guess they take it. Oh, you don't take here. You take with the pawn. And then if they do this, oh, you just walk out of the way and you're attacking many things and also discoveries and stuff. Okay, well, still better for us, so that's good. Right. Yeah, okay, let's run the analysis and have a look here. Let's see what we can see. Oh wow, okay. Yeah, so we actually kind of threw away our advantages little bits. E4 was best directly. Okay, the whole, oh, interesting. Oh, I've got a rook on it, that's why. Oh, okay. Interesting. And here apparently, yeah, this is just losing now. Yes. Oh, knight out was best? Okay, well, I mean, this just looked so good. Okay, here, that's best move. I mean, why is sacking your knight better than not sacking your knight? That's very interesting. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yes, e4, nice. Oh, okay, taking the bishop was best. I was gonna do this here, and I don't want to lose this, so I was probably just gonna take here in that case, and then I can check you. Oh, I guess I can just take. There's just so many things to take. Everything's hanging. All right, so unsurprising, well, surprising, unexpected game. This was a incorrect Marshal defense. Oh, we'll take it. It's always good to know that our general plans are working here. The basic plan that we use here is that d4 opening and then an early bishop out where you don't have anything stopping us. In the Slav exchange, I'm just going to make some moves happen. Here. Oh, this is our move. Say in this case, this is the same idea with this like double attack. And the other thing that we sometimes do is we play here first, and if they then take, then we have to play a4, and then they play out, and we don't have bishop out. Then you have to play here, and then you have to do this, kind of, here you have to take, if I do something else, I don't know, here, then you play f3, and here, and you open up the middle. And although this does look like there's some tricks, as long as you have the knight here, actually it's very strong. Black's just worse. Alright, we're going to call it. That was a very quick one, but you know, that's what happens sometimes. Lucky that we know what the opponent was doing wrong, and glad that we could take advantage of it. Thank you for everyone who came past. Thank you everyone who watches this afterwards. As always, come back again, and yeah, keep on walking and keep on improving. See ya. Bye bye.